Hey y'all, it's Alicia. Welcome back to Alicia's Crafty Hoplop and happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thursday. I am wearing another sweatshirt. This one is actually painted by another artist friend. You can't see it. It's actually like a sweatshirt dress, but it has like the half asymmetrical face of a lady on it. And this was made for me by a friend who is a painter. Anyway, I just got home from what is a shorter day of work. I'm home at 6:30 and not 10 p.m. When I normally finish. And actually, I don't get home till 11 on the nights when I work evenings. So it's an earlier night. And for some reason, folks, I am more pooped today than I have been all week. But tomorrow is the last teaching day of the week. I teach tomorrow morning. And I am off by early afternoon. I can come home, have a little resty rest, watch your videos, do some crafting, do some commenting. Oh, I'm so excited for this weekend. I'm ready, folks. But I have news. So Miss Heather's Handmade Haven texted me this morning. She's like, do you all know your channel was nominated for like Best New Craft Channel? And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, I know. I didn't think you knew. I made a video trying to get Toni got nominated for Most Inspiring Channel and you got nominated for like Best New Craft Channel. And I was like, are you sure? And Heather was like, yeah, girlie, I'm sure. I'm actually sure. Folks, I don't even know what to say other than wow and thank you. I'm still really shocked. I have not even had today to process that information. I wanted to do a video like as soon as Heather told me, but I had just gotten dressed for work and I needed to. Folks, the New York subway system can be very unreliable. So it's like an 8-minute subway ride to my office, but sometimes it takes an hour. And that's because of delays. They're trying to fix our subway line while it's still running. So I can plan, like if I leave an hour, sometimes I get to work 50 minutes early and sometimes I get to work 5 minutes before class starts. Like there's just no rhyme or reason to it. So I couldn't even I wanted to come on and be like, did you all hear? How did this even happen? But I couldn't because I could have been late for work. And of course, today's the day when I get on and I get there like 35 minutes early. But you can't predict it. So I have to leave that time. We have a rule in New York City, if you're a professor, that students have to wait for you for half an hour because of these subway delays. But I am like a punctuality freak when it comes to my students, because I feel like I'm trying to model good, responsible behavior. And that means that I will never allow myself to be late. Unless there was one time where there was like a violent crisis on the subway that caused the police to shut the subway down and I was mid-transit and then I didn't have a choice. We were all trapped there for over an hour. But I leave an hour early to make sure that I am never late. So even though I was desperate to come on here and be like, oh my gosh, y'all, I cannot believe this. First of all, congratulations to Toni, Craftpurge, who y'all know I adore. And I think she is real. And I think she's wonderful. And she's a mom. And she's a artist and crafter just like us. And she's real people. And she's not afraid to say, I don't like to measure things. And I struggle with this, but she also brings us great ideas and great projects. And have you noticed lately how many challenges she's been supporting? It's like, girlie, you just had a baby and look at you go. And I think that's really inspiring. When I saw her, I just saw that she uploaded a new challenge entry again today. And I was like, you just go, Toni, because you inspire us all with that. So I definitely am encouraging everyone to vote for Toni. I don't even know where you vote. I didn't even know this was happening. If Heather hadn't texted me, quite frankly, I wouldn't have even known. But please support Toni because I actually find her channel really inspiring too. And I'm so happy that she was chosen. How I got chosen, I don't know. But y'all know that I think this is not my community, but our community. And I have felt that way from day one. So if our channel got nominated, it's because of all of us here, right? What makes this channel so amazing, truly amazing, are the people that come here every day, the people that participate in We Wishes and send each other all the did you see all the We Wishes people sent this month on top of Ara's box, on top of Lily? It's like, wow. It's everyone here that makes this channel so great. And it doesn't really matter that I ordered the tripod. I mean, I ordered it because I wanted to give you guys the tutorials you've asked for, not because I need to professionalize the brand. And I did get the nicer lighting, not so that you don't see when I'm sick. You can tell I'm real tired today. I'm not hiding that from you, but because the lighting here isn't great. And when I do a project share, or I open someone's Happy Meal, or you ask me to show you something, I want there to be better lighting. So I want it to be more professional in that way. But this channel is always going to be real because it's about all of us on here. And it's about welcoming new people to the community. It's about empowering people to feel comfortable and to share their crafts and to not be nervous about entering their first challenges. It's about giving each other advice like, I still need to buy a small cutter, folks, one that cuts chipboard. And look what Miss Carrie Martin and Misty did for us this week with those heartfelt creation molds. Susan Tootsie Tucker did a fabu video today where she showed a whole bunch of those alley dies and what happens to them thanks to that mold. We are just very fortunate that on here we work together to make each other much better makers. And we're just going to keep getting better and better. And I got to tell you something really wonderful that happened this week, and I have not had a chance to share it with you. So, I tell you, I talk openly here about my scleroderma. I talk about the fact that I live with this absolutely insane autoimmune disease. And then because I talked about it, a lot of you were brave enough to be like, yeah, I have fibromyalgia, or I live with lupus, or like Pat, all right, guys, I'm living with MS, and this is real. And while it doesn't dominate our everyday conversation, we certainly are supportive of one another, and we try our best to be supportive of everything from extreme chronic back pain, like the Kayla and Jelly Beans, suffer with. And Cruz, many times in her videos, has told you guys her hands don't work great, right? And if y'all listen carefully to Cruz, she'll tell you like they were hurting, or that's why she understands my need for those spring scissors. Well, because she's telling you something. And so what I think is amazing is that I'm going to keep this person's story to themselves for now, because they're eventually going to come out and share it. But you want to know something, folks? Somebody else in our community is living with scleroderma. And I got the nicest email from her. And I think she was so shocked that I talk about it, and that I talk about it like I talk about glue. It's not like, oh, let me tell you about my scleroderma. No, it's just part of the day. I'm honest with you. These 10 p.m. classes are really hard for me to adjust to because I run out of energy by 8. Now, I have a medicine that they give me. It's not speed, but it's kind of like that. Seriously, it is. It's like, I don't think it's in the amphetamine family, but basically what it is it's some kind of drug that helps people like me who are living with an illness where your energy gets really badly depleted. For me, it feels like drinking 4 cups of coffee at one time, and it gives you a boost. And so if I'm going through a period like this winter, I take it when I need to take it. But the problem with that, folks, is that it wears off. And when it wears off, it's like you go from 10 to 0. And then all of a sudden you're like barely able to stand up. And then so you have to kind of gauge, you're allowed to take it up to a certain number of times a day. And I try to just take it one time. And the rest of the time, you all know this, I either have coffee or Diet Coke in my hand. And that's because I need the caffeine. I self-medicate with caffeine because I'd rather take that than that medicine if I can help it. I try to keep all my meds. I take over 20 a day, and I try to keep them all lower. But this is a tangent. Let me just say what really touched me is that I got this note from this member of our community who said, never thought I would meet another person who lives with scleroderma, because y'all, it's a very small percentage. It's like 1 in a million will get the kind that I live with. 1 in a million people. And she was like, I watch these videos and I'm just amazed. And we also happen to have lots in common in terms of our backgrounds, in terms of, education and being educators, in terms of how doctors have dealt with us and said, like, you need to quit your job now. So it's amazing that this channel that we've created, this community we've created, has also made a space for someone who really doesn't ever tell anyone that she's living with this really hard illness to suddenly reach out and say, thank you for talking about this. And maybe this is the first time I'm talking about having this issue in a public forum. If this channel does nothing but that, that's huge. What did I tell y'all? Sickness and stigma. If we remove an inch of that, if that's what this does, oh my goodness, that's a big change, folks, for the planet. Not just for YouTube, not just for our little community here, but that's huge, right? That's a big social change. And Pat's helped us with that, and Jelly Beans helped us with that by telling us about her issues every time, and Miss Judy being honest and coming forward and bravely saying I live with fibromyalgia. And Gina, don't think I missed it. I didn't. I was so impressed about how you talked about it and also how you've been dealing with it. So folks, it's thanks to you this channel was nominated. That's what I want to say. This is our community and we built it together. So congratulations, y'all. Congratulations. It's a remarkable thing for people to say, this is a special place. And each of you helped make it that way. And that's what I have to say. And now I'm going to go watch your videos. Whatever you're doing tonight, I hope it gives you happiness. And I hope you're proud too of this community you've built, because it seems to have touched lots of people. And don't forget to vote, folks. Don't forget to vote. And I don't mean for here. I think we want Toni to win. And I think we should get behind her. I don't know. And I wish I could tell you where to vote or how to vote. But honestly, until Heather told me, I didn't even know. So congratulations, Toni. I'm really happy for you. I certainly find you inspiring. All right, y'all. Happy Thursday night. And thank you for making this channel what it is. Sincerely, thank you.